guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Scott. I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to go ahead and review the film from 1986, a little obscure one called Apology. Made for cable film from back in the day. Pretty obscure. It kind of fell off the radar a bit, but it's a made from HBO movie. And back then, HBO and other paid channels were still in their infancy. They were around a little bit, but they were still in their infancy, and they were really trying to make a mark on the entertainment world. So they were trying their hands at some feature films, starting to throw some budget in there with some big names as well. And at that time, they managed to get Lesley Ann Warren, Clue, she was in Clue, Peter Weller from RoboCop of Unknown Origin and many other films, to star in this particular film. And Apology is a weird movie. I'd say it's a thriller horror film. There's definitely horror elements to it. It's more of a thriller, but the script is kind of weirdly paced. The acting is kind of stiff and not that great, surprisingly, from Peter Weller, who was so awesome in RoboCop, and he's a very likable actor, but he came across stiff in Leviathan, he came across stiff in Of Unknown Origin, and here too, it just didn't really knock it out of the park with the performances. However, that all being said, that does not mean that I did not like this film. In fact, I liked Apology a lot. I'm going to tell you why. I thought that the screenplay is all over the place. It seemed to have been was very original. I think it was handled well. It was just weirdly paced, and it had a weird look to it. I don't know how to explain it, but basically, Lesley Ann Warren is a performance artist, and for one of her latest projects, she decides that she's going to open a anonymous phone tip line where people can call up anonymously and confess things. Either vent their feelings, confess something that they need to talk about, just feel that they have a listening ear that will be non-judgmental, and there'll be no consequences for that. But they're allowed to call up an apology, which is the name is Apology. And one man just decides to start calling up one day, and his name's Claude, and he starts saying things that get more and more unnerving. And he basically is starting to confess to murders, and he's just a whack job, and he's really trying to get under Lesley Ann Warren's skin. So basically, he'll go down a little bit, move story along here, but Peter Weller's the detective. He's on the case. He's trying to find the information of this guy. He wants to hear the calls and everything else. And she does not want to give up the information because she feels that she would betray her clients. But he's saying it's a legal matter, and she's pushing the fact that, hey, no, this is my art. I'm going to betray people. I'm not going to do that. And that's where some of the clash begins. Obviously, they begin some kind of a relationship, and things get very complicated. He starts targeting her, and it ends up in a pretty good place towards the end. It's a kind of cool set pieces in this film. There's a lot of sporadic but good effective action in this film. And you sharp guys out there that used to listen to 90s rap, like myself, back in the day, you may know the song Sorry Louie from the Eazy-E album. I think it was Straight Off the Streets, where he says in the beginning he killed this kid with a Louisville Slugger and all that and got away with it, and he starts laughing. That clip was taken from Apology. And you hear it in the movie, and it brings it right back. It's like, oh my god, that's really cool. I would definitely check out Apology. I don't know what format is available right now. This is obviously the VHS tape, so it's definitely available here. I wouldn't say it's very difficult to find, but it's certainly not in the public eye. I don't think it's been given the dignity of a very fine Scream Factory release or something like that. But I do think it's out there and it's available. I highly recommend checking this film out. People that are fans of thrillers and of the cast themselves, this is just a pretty good one. It was made well. It's from HBO, who is competent company, obviously. And this is a good film. It's definitely not fun. It's a little heavy-handed. There's not much humor in it at all. But it's a good film. Effective movie. And definitely overlooked, underrated, and obscure. So check out Apology when you can. I'm going to go ahead and give Apology a 9 out of 10. I really like this film. And I think it has a lot to offer. Despite the fact that when you're looking at it, it just seems all over the place a little bit and scattershot. But it stays with you. And the movie that stays with you is a good thing. So check out Apology, guys. Thank you for checking out my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do so now. I'll appreciate it very much. It's free. Doesn't cost anything, but keep praise to what I'm doing here, and get notified of when I'm putting up new videos. because I'm trying to do them as fast as I can, but I got a lot going on. So I appreciate everyone's support and time, and I will be seeing you guys the next time.